taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
Antwan Adams, Project I Am 2016. Why are we even here today? You know, like, why did I set out to have this large vision of starting a foundation? Yeah, and really documenting that whole journey up until this point. And I personally don't believe that I'm anyone special, or I found a sense of a definition of who I am. I'm pretty much sure that everyone else is millions of other people who are continuing every day to strive to be better, to get better, to know better. So coincidentally, I'm sitting on Instagram the other day and I saw this meme, and it said, we all are flawed, but it said something special about someone who can share their imperfections. Because I was like this close from saying, you know what, I'm not sitting in front of nobody's camera. This is crazy. I'm not doing this. So yeah. So just reading that just really like put me in the mindset. First of all, to keep going. Like, you're never gonna get to a point to where you shouldn't get to a point to where I'm complacent where I'm at. There should always be some type of personal growth, some type of sense of I want to get better. And I think one of the biggest things was my biggest, I won't even call it regret, because I learned, and I'm pretty sure that there's millions of other people who are similar, who are identical, as to where I was struggle of, I don't really know who I am. I'm fearful to know who I am. I'm afraid to know who I am. I'm afraid to accept myself. And I think that's one of the biggest things that hinder us a lot of times is fear. You know, fear of not being accepted, fear of judgment, fear of if I fully embark on being me, what's true to me, whoever the they is, won't like me. And I'm pretty much sure that we all been there. I know my personal journey, I've been there. Moved from Jersey City, Lake City, South Carolina, poor, like really poor, we really didn't have much. Product of 2 recovering addicts. Thank God every day for my parents' sobriety. And my dad wasn't really present until my adulthood at this stage. And yeah, I seen a lot. And one of the biggest things was, especially after my granny died, like going through a time to where it was really dark and really rough. And I'm gonna look up and tell the story and be confident, not look down. Going through a period of time, really feeling like a outcast, like who am I, like why am I here, do I have a purpose? And I can pretty much say from as far as I can remember, even when I didn't really know what to title sexuality, I was teased, and I'll never forget I had a cousin, her name was Pam. Plenty of people are going to be upset about this story, but I had a cousin named Pam, and she came down from New Jersey, and Pam was like really, really beautiful girl. Like, of course, someone coming to a little old town, Lake City, coming from New Jersey, getting mad attention from her accent, the way she walked, everything. So I was sitting having a conversation with my older sister, and I can remember it clear as day. My granny had a beige sofa in her living room facing a lazy boy. It was a hunter green lazy boy. And she just stared at me and observed me, like grilling me. And of course at that time, I could have been like 7 or 8. I really didn't know, like, I really wasn't even paying her attention, but I know that she was focusing on me. So she blurts out and she says, Anisha, your brother's gonna be fruity. Like, the whole entire family starts laughing. And I'm looking like, I have no idea what the freak this term is. So she started like mimicking my verbiage, started mimicking like my mannerism. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I think that was like one of the that was like the pivotal moment till I really started discovering like, yeah, something is wrong with me.